1. The sudden cold switch. Yesterday, she was relaxed, playful, and fully engaged with you. Today, she seems formal, distant, or unusually careful. This sudden change is often interpreted as lost interest, but sometimes it happens because the interaction became more meaningful than she expected. Once attraction feels real, the emotional risk increases. She starts monitoring her words, controlling her expressions, and trying not to make her interest obvious. The key is what happens after the cold moment. Does some warmth still escape? Does she keep looking toward you, remain nearby, or create another opportunity to talk later? Always compare her behavior before and after moments of closeness. Disinterest usually creates consistent distance. Hidden attraction often creates contradiction. I used to assume that any drop in energy meant I had done something wrong, but sometimes the coldness isn't the end of attraction. It's the moment she realizes she has something to hide. And some women only hide it when other people are watching. 2. Public indifference. In a group, she barely acknowledges you, but when the two of you are alone, her entire personality changes. She becomes warmer, asks more questions, holds eye contact longer, and seems much more comfortable. Public indifference can protect her from teasing, gossip, rejection, or friends noticing her interest before she's ready to admit it. The strongest clue is the contrast. She isn't simply shy with everyone. Her energy changes specifically depending on who can see the interaction. If she consistently creates private warmth while performing public neutrality, she may be hiding the importance of the connection. But sometimes the attraction appears and then she immediately retreats from it. 3. The post-connection retreat. You have a surprisingly personal conversation, share an intense moment, or spend hours together. Everything feels closer than before. Then she becomes quieter. This retreat can happen because she revealed more than she intended. She replays the interaction, worries that she appeared too interested, and temporarily reduces contact to feel in control again. The confirmation is not the silence itself, it's whether she returns. She might send a casual message, mention something from the conversation, or behave as though nothing significant happened while quietly rebuilding the connection. When interest disappears, opportunities usually disappear with it. When attraction is being hidden, distance is often followed by a careful return. The fourth method uses questions that sound innocent. 4. Disguised curiosity. She doesn't ask whether you are attracted to her. She asks what kind of woman you normally date. She doesn't ask whether you are available. She casually asks what you did last weekend, who you were with, or why your previous relationship ended. Each question has a safe explanation, but together they create a personal investigation. A woman hiding attraction often collects romantic information indirectly, because direct questions would expose why she wants the answers. Watch what she remembers. Casual curiosity disappears after the conversation. Personal interest stores the information and uses it later. She may even adjust how she presents herself after learning what attracts you. If you want the complete framework I use to separate attraction from friendliness, the Female Psychology Playbook is linked below. Now, sometimes the question is hidden inside a practical problem.
5. The practical excuse. She asks for advice she could easily get somewhere else, offers help you didn't request, or finds a small reason to bring something to you. The task creates a socially acceptable explanation for the interaction. The revealing moment happens after the practical reason is finished. Does she leave immediately, or does she introduce another subject and keep the conversation alive? Hidden attraction often uses ordinary tasks as bridges. The favor looks practical, but the real purpose is access. One excuse means very little. Repeated, unnecessary reasons to interact show that the task may be less important than the person attached to it. Other women hide attraction by replacing praise with opposition. 6. Playful opposition. Instead of complimenting you, she challenges you. She questions your confidence, disagrees over something trivial, turns an ordinary activity into a competition, or teases you immediately after you say something impressive. Direct admiration would reveal too much. Playful opposition allows her to give you intense attention while pretending she is doing the opposite. Healthy tension still feels warm. She smiles, watches your reaction, and gives you room to respond. The real objective isn't winning the disagreement, it's creating emotional energy between the two of you. If every challenge produces another conversation, the opposition may be disguising engagement. The seventh method happens mainly through the phone.
7. Controlled digital interest. She watches your stories quickly but waits before replying. She writes a message, deletes it, or sends something neutral when a warmer response would feel more natural. She may avoid double texting or end the conversation first because she doesn't want to appear more invested than you. Response speed alone proves nothing. The useful signal is continuity. Does she reopen conversations that were finished? Does she remember what you posted? Does she keep finding low-risk ways to reappear without admitting she missed the interaction? Digital restraint can make an interested woman appear inconsistent. Her attention moves toward you, while her self-control keeps pulling it back. Sometimes that same restraint affects how she compliments you. 8. The safe compliment. She notices your appearance but compliments your jacket. She admires your personality but says you are surprisingly easy to talk to. Instead of praising you directly, she places the compliment inside a joke, an observation, or something practical. Then she changes the subject before you can examine it. A safe compliment communicates interest without demanding a romantic response. If you don't react well, she can pretend it meant nothing. Notice specificity. General compliments are social. Hidden attraction often notices small changes, remembers details, and praises qualities other people overlook. And when direct observation feels too risky, she may recruit someone else. 9. Third-party testing. A mutual friend suddenly asks whether you are dating anyone. Her friends smile when you approach, mention her without context, or watch her reaction when your name enters the conversation. Sometimes the friend is gathering information. Sometimes she already knows about the attraction and is testing whether it might be mutual. Friends can provide emotional protection because the woman herself never has to ask the dangerous question. Gossip alone is not evidence. The stronger pattern is when the third-party curiosity is followed by a change in her behavior. Once she learns you may be available or interested, does she become warmer, more present, or willing to interact privately? The final method is almost invisible because it looks like self-control. 10. The controlled exit. She ends the conversation while it's still going well. She leaves first, looks back, and later creates another reason to reconnect. This can feel confusing because most people assume attraction should make someone stay as long as possible. But leaving early allows her to protect the impression she made, avoid saying too much, and see whether you will make an effort to continue the connection. The important signal is the return. She may leave physically while keeping the interaction psychologically open through a message, an inside joke, or an unfinished plan. Someone who wants distance closes opportunities. Someone hiding attraction may repeatedly exit while quietly leaving the door unlocked. That contradiction connects all 10 patterns. She becomes cold but continues watching. She acts indifferent publicly but becomes warm privately. She retreats after closeness, then finds a careful way back. Hidden attraction does not mean inventing interest where none exists. If a woman clearly says no, respect the answer. These patterns only become meaningful when she voluntarily and repeatedly invests in creating new opportunities with you. Don't focus on one delayed message, one nervous reaction, or one unusual conversation. Look for the larger pattern. Her words reduce the importance of the connection, while her behavior keeps protecting it.
If you want a clearer system for separating real attraction from ordinary friendliness, the Female Psychology Playbook is linked below. And if you want to see the physical signals that become much harder for her to hide, watch Every Female Body Language Signal next. It's on the screen now.